Is it worth it to get a turbo horn for your LB7? Well, stay tuned today and we're gonna find out. So, how's everybody doing today? As you just heard, we're gonna go ahead and I got a new intake horn for my LB7. It's sitting right in this box back here. Let me grab it. So, for you, those of you that don't know what it is, here you go. It's just, it's the part that actually goes into your turbo from your air intercooler, or from your air intake, I'm sorry. And what's it's supposed to do is increase some boost numbers and just, you know, lower EGTs, everything of that sort. So we're gonna go ahead and showcase a little bit of EGTs and boost numbers on my stock tune, and then probably on extreme, just driving down the road, maintaining a speed and all that, without it installed. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing after I install it. And I'm gonna have an install video on this as well. So if you're trying to figure out just how to install it, my tips and tricks and everything, I've done it on a few other LB7s. I have never touched the intake horn on this truck in my entire time of owning it. But if you just want to figure out how to do that, go ahead and skip forward. If you actually want to see the boost numbers and me talk about some pros and cons, go ahead and stay right here. And we're about to get those numbers on screen in the next second. All right, so here we go. As soon as this traffic passes, I'm gonna pull out. That lower number down here, that is my boost. And this one up here is my EGTs. LCDs and cameras don't really work well, so I'll get the best to showcase the needle. So this pull is from a dig. Alright, this is casual driving in stock. Nothing too extreme right there. Once again, stock tune, just casual light to light, kind of in city or in town driving right there. Extreme from a dig. Getting her up to speed from stock. We're just gonna roll onto the throttle from stock. Okay, now we are getting on the highway in extreme. Alright, so we got a little bit of testing done there, some numbers to show you. I don't know quite yet what I'm going to put in, what came out good. But mainly what I want to show you is the stock difference, because not everyone has the injectors in the same tune that I do, but everyone with the stock LB7 has a stock LB7. Now granted, you can say it's not a stock LB7, but they're only 45 horse injectors and this truck has 220,000 miles on it. So they probably balance each other out pretty good there. And go ahead, let the truck cool down, get ready to start taking everything off, and I'll show you back then. Alright, so as I block with the sun right now, the first step obviously is going to be your air intake. Now this air intake is the filter, the steel piping as normal, and then a rubber thing, coupler I guess, that's going to then hold it up to the air intake horn. For mine, I only need to do this one clamp that's back here. I'll show it to you guys in a second, but I only need to do this clamp to get it off the intake horn. go ahead and wiggle this off. All right, of course, mass airflow sensor. You all should know how to take that off. If not, it's just a clip and you pull it out. Just like that. Take this, set it off to the side, somewhere that you know where it's gonna be, somewhere safe. And just like that, we're almost to where we need to be. So, of course, air intake horn. It is blue. I'm guessing spray painted. So it means somebody had it off at some point. I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like. And for anybody wondering, my air intake that I have on the vehicle is, of course, eBay special. This new turbo horn is as well. I did that one because it was a little bit cheaper. It was like half the price of the regular ones, you could say. And two, I want to do a long-term review of will it hold up, as well as these cast ones, because the other one is steel dom tubing. Now I did pick up this because the last one broke, the dampener to hold the air intake and stop vibrations and everything. However, it doesn't fit in the holes that was originated for it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to work some magic, drill stuff out, and come back to you after that happens and I start to take the air intake off. All right, so the dampener in there pretty good now. Just stuck a needle nose through to make it work, and just hope the other side lines up right away when we do it. Without further ado, let's get on to the fun part. So in order to do this, of course, just unplug this top plug right here, pull it off to the side, get it out of the way, get your leftover clamp out of the way, I suppose. Go ahead. There's supposed to be a nut here. There isn't on mine. Fire hazard. Oh well. Then once you move your non-existent blow-off valve line out of the way, it's not what it seems. You will see down in here, there's one bolt way down in here that I can't really get to show you right now, and there is one bolt right back there. Also one bolt down in that corner. I do have a trick for getting this out, and I will show you after I get the other two out. I'm just going to go ahead and get these out right now. I don't think that needs to be on camera. The important one is the bottom piece. Alright, so after seeing what is in my hand right now, you might be asking me, what the heck did he just do? It's a bunch of extensions all taped together so they don't pop apart, with a swivel and a 10mm socket. Yes, a 10mm socket. I didn't lose it. Basically what this is for, it's to get to that bottom bolt down there, which is otherwise impossible. So you kind of route it up through this area. Once you get it up through there, you you need two hands to do this, so I don't know if I can show you too well, but you got to kind of lift this electrical box in here up, this one right here, slide it up underneath, and use your flashlight to try to see that bottom bolt down there and get it on. If your bolt falls off, chances are you'll be able to find it in the V after you get this off. It'll just be pretty hot depending when you last drove your truck. All right, so I got it all up, routed through, up underneath that box, and now you might be able to see it, but that greenish part down there is actually where it is connected, and I do have the bolt loose. Be really careful with this bolt. You might want to stick a pliers or something down in there once it starts coming out so you can catch it. We now have it out, and from the looks of it, somebody tried modding it themselves but didn't do a very good job. Probably while it was painted and then RTV back on. Down there, of course, you have the turbo wheel, just the stock one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and scrape off all of this extra gasket on there and get back to work. I'm putting the new one in so we can go ahead and test it out. All right, little side-by-side comparison. Obviously black and blue. Stock, it's this big pipe. This weighs nearly a fraction of it. Full forged steel, kind of a rolled pipe, you could say. It is all TIG welded up and around, not a terrible weld. But from this side, you can actually see the difference in sizes. So this should allow a lot more airflow through, and there's no stupid lip in there. like there was in this one. Another thing I like about this, just kind of a hanger bracket right here, so you don't have to take those bolts out all the way. You just gotta tighten them, which is mint. Let's go ahead and get it put in, and I'll show you that process. All right, let's go ahead and try to get this in there and on. Perfect, here we go. I just gotta line up them holes somehow and twist it down and on. It's kind of hitting this electrical box, so I'm gonna go ahead and set back down the camera and manhandle it into place. All right, so it's on, I think, pretty good. This eBay part really screwed me over, as in it didn't want to be the right frickin' size. Go ahead and get everything buttoned back up, put the air intake on. Next time you'll see me, we'll be back inside the truck for some more test runs. All right, so terrible lighting, I know. Sorry about that, it's dark out. That took a lot longer than it was supposed to. Should have been a 30-minute process. Took quite a bit longer than that. The reason why I think, and why I would not buy that exact product again, is because it was most likely Chinese made, not professionally made, not quality to spec as the ones normally made for this truck would be, unless I'm just stupid. I'm sure the more expensive ones would have fit a lot better and been a little bit easier to do. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and test it out on the street and probably just do 1 or 2 or 3 pulls, stock, maybe extreme. We'll see from there. I'll figure that out as I go, I guess. All right, so from a dig, so now we will be going up a hill. Alright, so we're back on extreme, gonna go do the same exact route. That was the first little hill, time for a nice slow extend up the next hill. Alright, we're gonna do the extend up this other hill now. Alright, so I'm finally inside now, and I got to editing, and I realized I forgot to say anything on the outro, or if I liked this, or if I didn't. So when I wasn't recording, just driving around regularly in the tune I normally am in, I did notice a difference of 2 to 5 PSI boost. That's about it though, so pretty nice, and the turbo whistle was louder. So if you're looking for a little cheap, or not cheap, if you're looking for just kind of an easier way to increase your boost numbers by a little bit and make it your turbo louder, this is definitely a way. So those are the pros. The cons, I mean, those eBay parts, it was hard to put in. And other than that, I really don't see any cons from it. A lot more pros. If you should definitely go buy this. Not the one I have, but an actual quality made piece. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and go ahead and turn on that bell notification. I plan on bringing a lot more content soon, and hopefully we can just all enjoy it together.